very short talk on about the zikr, so we understand what we are doing and we may practice in a better way. Today, when we see people doing yoga and doing meditation and doing such things, they talk about breathing. They talk about breathing and they talk about the effect it has on our body. And the Prophet ﷺ, he has said that the breath which comes with zikr and comes without zikr is like the difference between them is like the difference between living and dead. So the zikr, the breath which comes with zikr is like the living, and the breath which comes without zikr is like the dead. And these people teaching the yoga and teaching all those kind of things, they are working very hard trying to attract these energies and trying to pull the positive into them without the zikr. Without the zikr. And when we are breathing during zikr, we are breathing with zikr. And the Prophet has said the difference between both is like living and the dead. So when we are breathing in that manner, when we are making zikr in that manner, it makes us much superior in those breathing, so-called, if you call it, exercise. And meditation. What is meditation? Meditation is the thoughtless awareness, becoming in a state of thoughtless awareness, becoming thoughtless of everything else and being aware of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being in His presence, in the presence of the Prophet, in the presence of our Shaykh, with our heart connected to the Shaykh, and we make the zikr, and we are thoughtless about everything else. Now, who has the more superior meditation? Them or us? Yes, it is us who has more superior meditation, more superior breathing exercises. You see, when we make the zikr of high, what kind of exercise we are doing? We are not trying to do it for the sake of exercise, but if we talk about the energy or the power or the tajalli or the nur which we can attract while doing this in a proper way, is uncomparable with other people what they're doing today. And on top of this, like Maulana says, he says that those people, like the non-Muslims, he says, they have weapons. They have different kinds of weapons. They have different kinds of armies and so-called technology with them. They have weapons, we have Iman. Who is more powerful? The Iman. So with all this zikr and this kind of proper breathing and this kind of meditation and this kind of Iman, where should we be standing? How our stations should be opening, and why those stations are not opening for some of us? Why we are not reaching to the next levels while we are making the zikr? So that's why I'm speaking before the zikr about how to do the zikr. First of all, when we make Raabita with Maulana Shaykh Nazim, what is the way of doing Raabita? The way of doing Raabita is you have to visualize that Maulana Shaykh Nazim, he is in front of you. And we are receiving a beam of light coming from his heart and going into our heart. Maulana Shaykh Nazim, he is in front of us, and there is a nur which is coming from his heart and going into your heart. Let that light flow. That is your connection. You are receiving. You are receiving. You may not realize it at this stage, but you are receiving. When I say Raabita Sharifa, it's not just like connect your heart to the heart of Maulana Shaykh Nazim. How? This is how you do it. You visualize he is in front of you and you receive from him. You receive from him and let the light flow. This is number one when we make the Raabita. And then when we make the zikr, We meditate on each and every thing which we are mentioning. When we are doing astaghfar, we meditate on astaghfar. We just don't go astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah with our tongues. We meditate on it, which means we mean it. The astaghfirullah should come from the heart, not from the tongue, not just from the tongue. We meditate. We really mean what we are saying. If we don't mean what we are saying something and doing something, we are hypocrites. Are we hypocrites? Inshallah, no. So we have to mean what we are doing. Making astaghfirullah, 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 going out again, same. Again astaghfirullah, 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 next week again going out, same. Then what are we? Huh? You understand what I'm trying to say? My point? Very important, very important. We all of us over here, we have a very powerful sheikh. A sheikh whose power we don't have enough words to explain. We cannot explain. Things which we have seen, which we have understood, which we have come across, it's beyond explanation. If we are still stuck, it's our weakness. It is not from the sheikh. He is ready to lift us up. We are the ones who are not ready to grab the rope firmly. So when we make astaghfar, we meditate. When we do the Surah Fatiha, we meditate. We focus on what it means. We focus on the surahs. We focus on what it means. If we don't know what it means, we better open the Quran and we try to see what it means. And we try to meditate on it and then see the difference. That will be us getting dissolved into the zikr in a proper manner. Salawat, not just with the tongue. It's Thursday night. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said that when any of my ummati he sends salawat on me, one angel brings it to me. You recite 10 salawat, 10 angels will go from each mouth. How many salawat we recite in one gathering? That many angels from each person. And he says, on Thursday, I listen to them directly. And he said, the people of love, I listen to their salawat directly. So our salawat should come from the heart, not from the tongue. Not from the tongue. Not just from the tongue. Then we'll move to the other surahs. Whatever we are reading, we try to start meditating on them. If we don't know the meaning as yet or we cannot remember them, at least we focus on what we are reading. So that we attain the thoughtless awareness. We are aware of what we are reading, but we are thoughtless of everything else. Not counting something in the back of our mind. Then when we start the zikr, when we do the idha, when we make the ila sharafin nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when we do the idha, that time again we try to understand what we are doing. We are sending the thawab of what we have read to the Prophet, to his companions, to his khulafa, to our mashayikh. That is what we are doing. So we offer it really. We really offer it. When each one of us reads the Surah Fatiha after that, when I say Al-Fatiha, each one of you are offering what you have read. Each one of you. We recite 2 times 10 salawats. One is with the Makki Tajalli, one is with the Madani Tajalli. Because Surah Fatiha revealed 2 times. Once in Makkah, once in Medina. So different Tajalli it came with. And you can imagine the power it can be carrying. We'll speak on Surah Fatiha sometime later. So, coming back to the other zikrs, we're making the zikr of La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah. It's negative and positive. Negative, La. We are immediately saying La, no other God besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when we say no, we start the no right from the bottom and we take it up. No. Empty ourselves completely. No. No one else inside. La. ilaha, ilaha, illallah on the heart. We bring it to the belief. And once we start doing that, it starts cleaning ourselves. It becomes like a circular motion. It starts cleaning our left side and our right side. We will speak about these things maybe sometime in some other sohbat, about the lataif and about the channels and about the stations we have within us. This body is not just bones and flesh. It is something unique which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created. And He says, you are ashraful makhlukat. Why ashraful makhlukat? There is something in it.
What's the meaning of that?
Best of the creation. The best of the creation. Why? Because there is something, some secret. And there are certain things which have been open to us. So when we recite La ilaha illallah, bring it up, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah. Okay, and once you get into motion, you really don't need to, get stuck with the physical level of it, but you can start with the physical level. La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, that manner. And then when we move ahead, we make the zikr of Allah. Allah. And again, coming back to La ilaha illallah, illallah is always exhaling to the heart, exhaling, giving it the breath. Coming to the next zikr of Allah, saying Allah, 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 Allah. If we read the word Allah, and if we understand a little bit of Arabic, which we all do, Al means no. Al means the. La means no. La means no. Allah. There is the sound of. Without the sound of, you're saying there is no, there is no, there is no. You see what mistake we're making? Allah. That has to be there. That is the hayat. That is the existence. That is the existence. Don't restrict saying Allah with Allah. 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 Not too much. Allah. Allah. No. Allah. Allah, Allah, Allah. Okay? So that is where the true understanding of the zikr will come. And again, saying Allah, there are many different ways. Some people, they keep it, okay, when we speak about the channels, we'll speak more about this, but you can say Allah in the center, you can say it on the heart, you can say it on the right and left, as you like. Or you can go Allah, 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 as you feel the rhythm, the flow within yourself. Then we say who, this is the secret, very powerful zikr. And when we say who, you have to make sure you stretch it in a proper manner. Don't go faster than the one who is leading the zikr. He's still pulling who, and the next person always who. You are not leading the zikr. Whoever is leading the zikr, please follow him. When he's reciting Allah, 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 he's going as per the inspiration he's receiving. So please let him lead. When he's going Allah, Allah, don't start doing Allah, 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 Allah. Many people, not here, but in some other gatherings I've seen a lot of people, they start speeding up more than the person who's leading the zikr. That becomes dangerous. What will happen if the compartment goes faster than the engine? Does it make sense, right? Then we move to who and high, haq and high, and who always to the heart, giving life. Who, that's the secret. Allah, Allah, haq, Allah, Allah, haq, Allah, Allah, high, alive. So we're giving life to the heart. See what is happening within the entire zikr. See what's happening. When we move ahead from here, then we start doing Hasbunallah, Rabbunallah, whatever. Focus on it, meditate on it, understand what we are saying and follow it. The rest of this sohbat we'll continue after the zikr, inshallah. It's connected to this and it's got a lot of beautiful teachings which we learn from Maulana Sheikh Nazim. And when we are doing something, let's do it in a proper way. You start wearing the turban. You start wearing, just even one round of fabric is enough. It's turban. You don't need to wear a big heavy turban and you start getting neck pain. One round, enough. But let's complete it. That is the sunnah. The sunnah is the turban. So let's bring that into it, into ourselves. It's very easy. And la haya fi din, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's saying there is no shame in practicing your religion. Do not think, once I left home and some children, they were saying, is he a Muslim? Yeah. They're looking at me and they're saying, is he a Muslim? This is our children today. Because they don't know the turbans, they don't know why someone is carrying a walking stick, they don't know Rasulullah entire life he was carrying a stick with him. He was wearing a turban. Only during Hajj he was seen with his bare head. And we see people today, they are praying with jeans. When they go into sajda, the person behind loses his wudu. Such conditions. T-shirts, okay, T-shirts is still fine, but it's still against sunnah. So it's not wrong. This, what you're wearing is not wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong. But what I'm saying is we try to go more into adab. More into adab. You're not new people. You're mashallah here for a long time. Your heart's with Maulana. Let's follow properly. Let's go deeper. Don't be on the surface. Who sees more treasures? The one who's sunbathing on the beach or the one who's diving inside the ocean? Dive inside the ocean. You will find the treasures. It's not just the libas. Dive inside the ocean with your heart. But when you dive inside the ocean, you have to have the equipment. You put it on, jump into the ocean, and then you see what happens. Then you will start receiving. MashaAllah, this is a good step. Moving to the next step. Put on a turban. See how your face, see how your heart will feel. Slowly moving to the next step, moving to the next step, moving to the next step. Alhamdulillah. So rest of it we speak after the zikr, inshallah. Alhamdulillah.